everyone, and welcome back to my channel, and thanks for clicking on this video. I really appreciate it. So to start off, we are going to be making some pumpkin bread, and it's healthy and vegan and gluten-free as well. So I'm starting off with some gluten-free flour, but if you're not gluten intolerant, feel free to use normal flour. And I'm going to leave the whole recipe as well as all the measurements down in the description box in case you need them. So I'm adding in all the dry ingredients into the bowl, and now we're going to move on to the wet. And you want to make sure that you squeeze the water out of the zucchini. That part is key. I cannot stress that enough. And then we're going to add in some maple syrup for sweetness. So this is refined sugar-free as well, which is even better. And then I'm adding in some almond milk, but as I always say, feel free to sub whatever kind of plant-based milk that you like, and also a flax egg. And then we're just going to mix that up. This is a very easy kind of one bowl cake. You kind of throw the dry in, throw the wet in, and then just stir it up. Then I'm pouring it into a loaf pan that I greased with some coconut oil, which you have to do because I don't want this to stick on you, and then it's going to ruin it and you're gonna have to scrape it off. So just make sure you spray some in. And then I'm just topping it with some dairy-free and sugar-free chocolate chips just to make it a little bit yummy. And then I'm baking that off for 50 minutes at 350, and you will have this warm, gooey pumpkin bread, and the house smells amazing, and you don't notice the zucchini, but you get your veggies in. Next up, we're making these caramel apples, which are my favorite treat in the fall time. So making these healthy was key, and they're also raw, which is really cool. So I'm starting off with dates, and dates are the key in this recipe because they have a very caramel flavor naturally. So I'm just blending that up with a little bit of water, and it creates this kind of caramel paste, and they're super sweet. They taste so good. And then I'm just going to roll that around in some peanuts, but feel free to do almonds or coconut or more sugar-free chocolate chips, something that's a kind of a healthier topping. And then just set them down, and they're so easy to make, so versatile, and a great way to have that treat but a healthier version of it. And lastly, we're making some maple almond fudge, which I was snacking on right before I was doing this voiceover. So I'm starting off with 1 cup of almond butter, and almond butter is great because it's lower in glycemic index but still has a lot of good healthy fats, and the same goes for coconut oil. It is a great healthy fat, and the way it breaks down your body is different from other kind of like butters. And then to sweeten this, we're using some maple syrup because I love me some maple, and it's fall and I'm Canadian. I feel like I say that every time I put maple in, but maple is just delicious. So stir that up, and then I put that into some silicone molds, topped it with a bit of salt, which is key in this recipe. It makes it so good. And I froze it for about 10 minutes. They freeze quite quickly, but leave them in for longer. And then you get these giant kind of fudge cups, or you can make smaller ones, but these are definitely so good and super great for the fall time. So thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and follow me on all my social medias. I also left a related video, which is the fall treats video I made, as well as my last one, which are some great healthy fall snacks. Also some pumpkin stuff in there as well. So feel free to check those out, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.